Hello, everybody, and welcome to Final Show Films. I'm John, your executive producer here, and thanks for tuning in to watch or listen to whatever it is you're about to watch or listen to. In these trying times, we really do appreciate everyone that feels that we are worth their time, and we hope that we're able to give you something entertaining to while away the time as you spend it. We particularly want to thank those of you that feel like we're worth financially contributing to, particularly our $25 and up supporters on Patreon, who are Antitonic, Drevian Alexander, Cat Waterflame, Rowan Parker, and Samantha Bates. Yes, I read that off of a list. Thank you very much for supporting us. I know that in these uncertain times, finances are tough for everybody, so that you're willing to donate to us means a lot to all of us here, and we thank you. That being said, please sit back, relax, and enjoy. We're live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Season 2 of Star Wars The Twilight Night. I am John, Game Master for the evening, and this week I'm joined by Jack.
Hey everybody, I'm Jack. I'm playing Josh Ulan, the Chiss Sorisu Defender, and whatever my second career is, Guardian Protector. There we go.
And Mara.
Hi, I'm Mara. I'm playing Nerese, droid consular healer.
Jeremy.
Hi, I am Jeremy. I am playing Este, a Zeltron Sentinel.
And Holly.
Hi, I'm Holly. I'm playing Vasia, Pureblood Sith, Juyo Berserker.
And William.
Hi, I'm William, and I'm playing Corsarath, the also Sith Pureblood, Makashi Duelist, Protector, and Magus.
And it's been 6 months in universe since the remnants of the Twilight Order were lost. Galaxy, far-flung planet of Zeos, gateway to the Empire. Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The Force shall set me free. This is the code of the Sith Order. There are a few vague hypocrisies within the code based on how the Sith Empire operates, but generally, by and large, this is the code by which the entirety of the Sith Empire runs. The strong rule. Those who can, do. And those who cannot, fall in line or die. These are the realities of the Sith Empire. The Twilight Knights could not, and so had two options: die or fall in line. Thanks to the insidious machinations and manipulations of Darth Fluxati, for the past 6 months, the majority of the remnants of the Twilight Knights have been serving under Darth Fluxati. Their minds not entirely their own. Their memories and personality locked in the darkest version of themselves by this overwhelming manipulation of the dark side. Darth Fluxati effectively has turned them into puppets, utilizing them for his various experiments, for various deeds, none of which are good, and has been largely keeping them isolated from the galaxy at large in his mountain citadel on Zeos. It is there that we pick up our story months later. Walking with purpose through the halls of Luxati's Bastion are Avasia and Corsarak, the two pure-blooded Sith who have been, thus far, controlled by Darth Luxati. They are wearing different outfits than what they usually wear. They are both strapped in reinforced dark metal armor that is designed to cut deeply at certain points across the body, so that if they turn too much in one direction or another, lean too far out of line, pain is their reward. For some Sith, this is the sort of armor that you use to vitalize yourself, to increase your connection to the dark side. For others, it is a constant reminder of the shackles that they have yet to break, per the Sith Code. For these two in particular, it is some combination of both, as they are heading on a patrol. They step through an exterior door, heading to the outside of the tower, when they both hear the sound of a repulsor engine. It's a fairly common audible that you would normally hear in cities, but as isolated as it is where the Citadel is, it draws the attention. As both of them turn to see whatever is happening, a figure drops from above, perched somewhere on the Citadel. This figure remind me, how tall are Corsarak and Avasia?
How tall are we?
Is
If you remember.
Do I have notes on this?
I feel like I have it somewhere.
Character info, maybe.
As players try to remember characters from
6'2".
I want to say she's about 5'11".
Very close, but not quite the same. This figure is roughly the same size as build-wise as they land. Armored, black and red armored helmet, long black cloak, and dark robes. As they land almost between the two of you, a pair of lightsabers whip out and ignite, one blue, one purple. Instinctively, seeing this unknown enemy with lightsabers at the ready, the two of you draw blades, and lightsabers clash. In a quick blurry of blade strikes, the two of you are fending off this single opponent. Lightsabers flashing back and forth, a dizzying array of purple, red, and blue, as your lightsabers collide, clash, and crackle. And in the midst of this combat, this figure catches your lightsabers on the inside of his own, flicks his wrists out, and brings the pommels up to strike at your chins. The strikes land true, and both of you are dazed as your lightsabers fly free. Their lightsabers drop, the blades going deactivating, and a palm strikes both of you in the face and grabs. And as it grabs, there's a pulse. You feel a wave of energy wash through you. And it's almost as if your entire being is made of smoke and are dispersed. You feel your sense of self disrupt and fade, only to snap back in a moment of pure focus. And there is this white-hot beam of emotion that pierces through your brain. as the two of you find you were angrier than you ever thought you could be, and you have now realized and come out of that anger as you come back to your own senses rather than those that have been manipulated. You are both now once again in control of yourselves, with your morality set back to 50, neutral, and your alignment set to the light side. As you stagger away from these hands that grabbed your face, the individual in front of you holds their hand down, the two lightsabers that hit the ground back into their hand, and they clip them onto their belts. As a slightly synthesized voice comes out of the helmet. The two of you should be fine now. Now in control of yourself. Holly, describe what Avasia looks like at the moment and how she is feeling.
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to remember what she looks like. Uh,
You have her artwork on your character sheet.
I do. Yeah, Vazia is 5'11". She has very dark, almost black, dark hair, pulled up into a ponytail. She has dark reddish skin with yellow eyes. Whatever outfit you described her in is what she's currently wearing. Sorry.
That's fine. It's
That's
this very tight, form-fitted, dark black, reinforced leather and steel outfit, stitched with the symbol of the Empire on both shoulders. It's very uncomfortable. It's almost like if you are wearing a razor-bladed corset, but the razor blades are on the inside. So already uncomfortable because it's a very tightly wrapped corset. Then also add cutting bits that literally actually slice your flesh if you bend the wrong.
Okay.
Or in a Sith pain. And how are you feeling?
Little confused. A lot of things going on at once. Pure rage.
Go ahead and roll me a destiny point as we see what the destiny pool begins to look like.
That's just roll destiny,
Yeah,
right?
roll destiny.
Okay.
2 light side. So as the pure rage that you are holding on to is unlike the rage that you've been in for the past 6 months. It's not the casual, callous, evil anger for the sake of anger. In this case, it is righteous indignation and a frustration at your own powerlessness and inability more than destructive anger. Still anger, just constructive. Corserath.
Corserath is standing at 6'2", has very angular features drawn out by the sort of almost spike-like protrusions that many Sith pureblood have, especially around the cheeks and around the chin, with a heavy ridged brow, with long mid-length black hair that is cropped back and kept around the nape of the neck, with crimson eyes that faintly glow, wearing a similar pain harness, and is focused in it's a very intense focused anger, because this is a very familiar sensation that he is awakening from, and it's something that he has already forced himself free from in the past and is not about to let being forced into it a second time go lying down.
As the two of you come to your destiny point, roll your destiny pool.
Roll destiny. We said the API wasn't broken, but for some reason my character sheet breaks. Like I keep having to reload the page.
Maybe yours specifically is broken.
What did you do, William?
Literally nothing.
What did you do?
It's probably my fault.
Holly has rolled fine.
Like if I go to my bio page and then back to character sheet, everything is broken.
Close it and reopen it.
Closing it doesn't do a thing. I have to reload the page.
Fresh roll 20 and time.
Yep.
I think Chrome and roll 20 are having some issues. I'll go ahead and roll it for you.
I mean, it's not a Chrome thing because it doesn't do that for me, and I'm using Chrome.
Me either.
Page just went unresponsive. Yeah.
Can still be a Chrome thing because not all installations of Chrome are the same.
Fair.
And Chrome interacts differently on every computer, which is why it's so fucking hard to troubleshoot. Roll Destiny. You also rolled 2 light side. So again, very similarly to Avasia. It's this focused, intense. There is a thing that needs to be put right. As the two of you come to your senses and sort of stagger back into this figure in front of you, looks familiar. Hey,
Okay.
things rolled. The figure in front of you looks familiar, and it takes you.
It is something up with my current Chrome install because I switched to Edge and it works fine.
Yeah. It takes you a minute to place this figure, and you do. This is Ronan. You've met him once before. He was a Jedi who was working with, or a Force user who was working with the Black Pyramid when you had met him. So you're in control of yourselves once more. Your lightsabers have been disarmed and off to the side. Ronan's lightsabers have been hooked back onto his belt. How are you two doing?
Enraged, but not the same kind that I was about 5 minutes ago.
Are you going to attack me again?
Not you, no.
Good. We need
The
to
next
find
one of Fluxati's minions I run across, maybe.
Well, let's hold off on that until we're sure you can take them. We need to get the rest of your friends plus our inside man. So
And our equipment.
Oh, we'll get to that. Do the two of you have any memory of this complex still, or did that get blasted out of your heads?
GM?
So yeah, you as you start to think about it, you still have your memories. In fact, as you're at there's sort of like a veil that as you poke at it, you can sort of begin to peel away the fog around your memories, and you can bring them back along with all the things that you've been doing for the past 6 months. Some of which you very much would not like to remember. But you can, if you peer into your memories, you can indeed bring back the layout of the complex.
I remember the layout still.
Right, good. Well, you get going. So if you would lead the way.
Of course, Wrath walks over and grabs his lightsaber.
Razia will grab hers.
Take care. Ups. All right. Good. Keep pretending to do the goose step. It'll probably help.
Of course, Wrath will head into the facility, and where are we going?
The only information I was given was trash compactor storage on level 3.
I know the way.
Right. Strangely, the complex is relatively empty as you head in. To your memory, there's no. You remember that Fluxati was meant to be away today, but you don't remember why. And you don't remember anything about any other apprentices or anything like that. But there are surprising. This is a fortified citadel. It's meant to have soldiers. It's meant to have apprentices. It's meant to have facility staff. And as you head towards the trash compactor storage, you run across very few individuals, and the few that you do, Ronan, like before either of you can even say anything, Ronan just waves a hand and they walk past as if they don't see any of you. But you lead on, eventually finding your way to a door labeled trash compactor storage. You walk up to it. It slides open. Inside, you see a variety of cargo containers, all of which are filled with trash that has been squished down to as small as a smaller unit as it could be and stored here for eventual incineration or offloading. Not seeing much. You just sort of look around as Ronan steps past you, steps into the room, pulls out a small radio device, flips open the top of it, and clicks it. And you hear it sounds almost like a bird whistle, but it doesn't come from Ronan. It comes from something on the other side of the room. And as you look, a door in the wall slides open, and out walks Jeremy. Please describe your character.
Oh, that's what would have been good. Okay.
I mean, if you're busy, I can go to somebody else, but
No, it's fine. I just had no idea how I was being introed because. Okay. So it is UC is Ultron, female. I don't know if he's been seen around.
you have interacted with them
Like,
before.
I would
yeah.
okay. About 5'6". Typical pink skin, dark hair, sort of about shoulder length. Typically is pulled back into a very tight ponytail. Is not now. She has some face tattooing that I can only describe as crow-esque, specifically just with the eyes, like right down there. And typically she has dressed in dark clothing, very much in line with what the officer wear around, or the personnel wear around here is. Occasionally cloaks of some kind. And has a saber at her belt.
So, to rewind perspectives slightly, you have been in communication with the Black Pyramid.
Correct.
Specifically in an effort to assist in an infiltration operation that they have been planning of Dark Flux Citadel, this location. You provided them with coordinates, with sort of a basic idea of where certain areas are. You weren't able to provide them with any layout data because getting that off planet would have been too difficult, but they had assured you that their operative would be able to get to wherever you pointed them, so long as you pointed them to a safe location, and you had provided the trash compactor storage on the 3rd level.
Okay.
Specifically, you had provided that because you have sort of, over the years that you've been operating in this particular location, have learned all of these small secret passageways that have been designed by Fluxati to allow both him and his specific servants to maneuver through unseen. This is such exit is in the trash compactor storage. Knowing that Fluxati was going to be away, and that there was going to be some amount of Sith Empire activity in the system, you had figured this would be a good time and location to get their person in here free the minds of the people that Fluxati had
Right.
enslaved, and also steal some technical data and some strategic information from Fluxati's computers.
Okay.
This is your first meeting with Ronan,
Right.
but you have been given a description. And as you step into the room, you can see that Avasia and Korsrath look a little bit dazed, a little confused, but not the same force-wielding juggernauts that they had been for the past 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
They seem a little weakened, a little winded. And then
All right.
there's Ronan.
We have to move. Quicker is better.
Do we know her name?
You
Having interacted with her once or twice?
You were never given a name. This person was simply referred to by your master, Fluxati, as one of his shadows.
One of Fluxati's shadows. I didn't like you when I was under his influence, and now I see why. I like you
Well,
much better now.
That's doubly concerning.
I like you much better now.
That's what's concerning. If I couldn't fool you, I couldn't fool him. And we really need me to have fooled him. So we need to go now.
Ronan looks over at Korsrath, looks back at you. I don't think it's that you didn't fool him. I think it's that he doesn't like you. Anyways.
No, it was more of a personal distaste, not necessarily a suspicion.
You know what? Fair. Proper introductions later, perhaps.
Yeah,
Again,
we don't
with
have a lot of
the
time.
Moving.
So, where are Fluxati's computer arrays? You know where.
This way.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
You begin leading them there.
Korsrath, as they're walking, just kind of reaches a hand up towards around his right eye, where there's a long scar that tracks from above his eye to below it, as he just kind of holds it by his hand there for a second. The scar hurts so much right now.
Meanwhile, as the four of you move through into the hidden passageway, there is another set of eyes on the scene, unseen, unsensed, operating at the moment as a mere normal, if broken, Nerees, watching from one of the sealed trash compacting containers that isn't quite so full as it might seem. You see these individuals collect and then leave. You recognize Avasia and Korsrath. Don't recognize the Zeltron, but you have been doing your best to maintain a hidden presence. And you vaguely recognize Ronan. What do you look like right now?
Pretty similar, except so Nerys is a tripod droid with a very square head, bluish gray kind of faceplate that flickers every so often. But the one very different thing is that your arm, which got broken in the last fight with Darth Fluxati, has been replaced by a yellow gold protocol droid arm. It's currently sort of looking very carefully and trying not to move, because every time he moves, it's a little bit, it's not totally quiet. So I am peering around the corner.
From a cinematic perspective, as the four of them walked out, there's just like a golden protocol, like a golden humanoid hand that just sort of like peeks out from under a lid, curls around the thing, and then lifts up, and you see gold, and you have an expectation,
Black.
and then the black square red eye of Nerys comes out, and it's like, what the fuck am I looking at? Both Jeremy and Mara, please roll me Destiny.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. One
One light.
One dark.
So yeah,
Yes, one light specifically.
so yeah, Essie, as you're heading away, there is that touch of like nervous energy and that expectation and need to move quickly so we can get out of here. But there is also, it's colored with a little bit of nothing's gone wrong yet, which doesn't necessarily
Right.
do anything to reduce that nervous energy,
Right.
but it's the plan working so far.
Yes.
Nere's
This is Calmesty.
yeah. Nere's, on the other hand, your friends are there. You don't know what they're doing. You don't know how they are. You know that they're sneaking around. And so the normal Nere's anxiety is there,
Yeah.
but it's Nere's anxiety after 6 months of war prisoner.
Yeah.
So it's just like ready to cut at any point in time.
Yep.
So
Okay.
you, as quietly as
If you
can,
had a pulse or lungs.
Exactly.
as quietly as you can. Ting 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 ting. Ting 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 ting. Ting 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 ting. Go ahead and give me a just for the hell of it. Give me a 2 difficulty what's the
Stealth?
There's
yeah,
stealth, I
2
think.
two
Yeah.
difficulty stealth check.
Yeah. Okay.
As I remember what all the rolls are and
I know. Me too. All right. I think I got this right. Hey.
all right. You and you cling 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 quietly, relatively quietly. But as you
For the background noise.
as you skitter into this tunnel that the others have gone into, the door, thinking you've been completely unheard, the door to the storage compartment slides open. Who steps in, Jack?
A helmeted figure steps in, faceplate fully down, wearing similar gear to what Corsorath and Navasia had as well, but much less ostentatious. The razors are at the wrists and at the high collar, hidden under the very contained, almost militaristic looking suit for the pain harness, and there's a lightsaber at the belt. Am I seeing the door open
You watch it.
at the far end, or am I
You-
walking into
you
what
step
now appears
in.
to be okay?
As you step in, you see the wall click closed.
Closing. He'll step over, trace a gloved hand down where he thinks the seam was. Is there any evidence of a door, or is this thing very well concealed?
Is there a perception check?
There is
Yeah.
literally a perception check.
Yeah, make me a perception
Difficulty
check.
2?
Difficulty.
Yep.
By the way, just not necessarily in relation to
Mm,
this,
okay.
but just in general, Essie's gonna have her sense going.
Okay.
Because she does not want us to be surprised
Oh,
by
I'm
somebody
suppressing
coming
the hell
around
out
the
of
corner.
things, so
Oh, yeah.
don't worry.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah. Mhm.
Is that something you need to roll, or is it just
No,
Oh no,
just
sorry,
3.
for Jeremy's senses.
You spend
Yep.
force points to
Yep.
spend to sense all living things within short range of themselves.
Okay. So you roll a force.
Yeah, I roll, and I also I think I have the range, so I can actually push it out to medium, or does it just
Medium
go
range.
short long?
I'd have to look at this. What page
Yeah.
is it? What page is it on? the scoreboard?
There's a medium range band, I
Okay.
think. Mhm.
I think that's how you do that. There we go. So
And you are a light side user at the moment, so you can
I am
spend
a light
both of
side
those.
Hey.
actually, let me see if there's. Yeah. So I am at medium range, anything living, and I am just keeping an eye out constantly, so that if if any, even with the place being
Oh yeah.
low population, if anything comes close, I just really quick like grab people and pull them off to the side, divert directions, and yeah.
Short range. So with 1 range, you can sense it medium. With 2 long and 3 extreme. Depending on the number of range increments you've purchased. How many of those? What the
I've
distance
only
you-
done one, so
Oh, medium range.
medium. Sorry, didn't mean to.
No, it's like
to-
you do sense people in the area. You have sort of like,
Okay,
you have
yeah.
sort of like an alien style motion sensor happening sort of in your brain, right?
in my brain, yeah.
Josh,
Hmm.
with 3 threats, you can't see where the seam is, but you know there's a door here.
Right back.
All right. What is Jash's current assignment that he's on? Is he just doing guard duty patrol stuff?
Yeah, at the moment you're
or-
just patrolling.
And do I generally does Fluxati have me generally working as part of a team, or
It
do
depends.
we all sort of go
There's
about
a-
our business individually?
This is not a heavily militarized citadel. None of you answer to any of the
Mhm.
military squads that are here. You're very much your own entities and act on your own, and whatever that ends up being, so long as it serves Fluxati's interest.
Cool. The lightsaber's out, and I'm cutting a hole.
Go ahead and give me a destiny roll.
Okay.
As your internet begins to go choppy. One dark side. Yeah.
One dark.
You walk up to this door, put a hand on it,
Yeah.
look at it, tilt your head back and forth, feel for an opening, find nothing, step back. There is this sort of rapid fire humming as your lightsaber. It almost sounds like a roaring fire as you ignite the blade, and just sparks begin to fly as you begin to cut through the door. Meanwhile, the rest of you,
Yep.
Esty, you make your way through the series of tunnels that this leads through, and eventually getting to Fluxati's command post, which is on the central floor. So you're on the third floor, which is technically down. The way it works is there are 2 directions to this tower. There is 0, which is the ground level. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down to 12 down, and then there are 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way up, like 20. As far as floor. It's just, and the only indicator as to which floor you're on is a letter. It's either U or S. U is above, S is below. So you are on S3 at the moment. You head
Okay.
up to 0
Right.
to get to one of the computer functions. And as you do, as you sort of step up to the wall that you would open, you sense a number of stormtroopers on the inside. Or stormtroopers. Actually, no, they're still called stormtroopers in the Sith Empire, or not?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because the Sith Empire
Yep.
is nothing if
Mhm.
not unoriginal.
Right.
Yeah. So
Well, to be fair, not they. You could say that they were the originals compared to the Empire, which is
Fair,
thousands of years
fair.
from now.
yeah, you can sense the presence of about 5 Sith troopers on the inside.
Okay. So she stops, turns around. I'm guessing you have a lot of anger to work out currently. I have good news. Beep! Hit the button to open the door.
Ronan goes, "Who, me?" And the door opens. So the door opens, and the 4 of you see in this room a collection of 5 heavily armored Sith soldiers wearing the black and red armor. All of whom turn and see the group of you. They see 2 people they recognize and are subservient to, one person they recognize and are subservient to, and one stranger, and that instantly keys them off to something's wrong here.
Yep.
So, Argo, go ahead and roll some. I remember how.
We roll. I'm going to assume we're prepared.
You are prepared.
Good.
Yeah, it's like
Well,
Finland.
you're
Good.
prepared.
Yeah, it's on the
Of-
combat tab.
You're prepared.
But-
Avasi and
and-
Corserath, how
right.
prepared are you feeling?
I mean, I feel like I made it very clear that you were going to have to work out some anger in a moment.
Ozzy's ready to kill some stuff. You're muted, William.
I think Korsrath is ready for combat as well.
So it's a cool roll.
Yeah, it's on the combat tab. There's an initiative section at the very top.
Why was there? Oops.
Good to see we
Forgot
have
to clear
plenty
that
of
out of
washes
the-
again.
Forgot to clear the force die out. Won't be the last.
It didn't affect it.
Yeah, no.
Are you supposed to be having difficulty in your initiative
No.
rolls?
Oh, that's right. Oh, that
There's no
should be.
difficulty in.
There's
yeah.
no difficulty in initiative, so that 1-3 should
Remember,
be a 1-5.
We have to clear that whole thing out.
That's
every
right, yeah.
Time.
It's a little like
Is there anything wrong with the other ones?
circle thing.
Yes, the fact that there's any that the fact that the other one is a wash. The 0-0 should be a 2-1.
Correct.
Yep.
Right, is the 2-2 correct?
The 2-2 is correct.
All right, we're
2-2
gonna
is
have
correct?
Ronan roll PC. Nerees, go ahead and roll initiative as well.
Sure.
There you go.
I think I'm unprepared. So I'm going to use vigilance because I'm relying entirely on being really jumpy.
Sure.
So
Yeah, so Ronan's going to roll with the PC slot, so there's going to be another PC slot
1-4.
to differentiate him.
Is Josh rolling for it at all or no?
Jash, you'll be rolling for an NPC slot.
Sure,
Yeah,
currently an enemy.
legit.
Oh, fuck. I forgot.
Because while you are...
That should be a 2-3 for the NPC instead of a 1-2. There we go.
unprepared.
Not bad unprepared.
All right, so we have...
They had difficulty with theirs.
Oh, that's... I should fix those. So that's... That should... 3 rather than 2. That much of a difference there. That one 2 rather than 0-2. That one 2.
So, because the developers of this game intentionally left this up to GMs to adjudicate, like actively from their words, I want to get your ruling on this, John. The wording on resolve is that it prevents 1 point of strain per rank of resolve to a minimum of 1 of any involuntary strain. Which is to say, it doesn't cover strain from things that you activate, like if I'm going to parry, the strain that I suffer for activating parry, it does not prevent.
Correct.
It's not clear whether strain that is automatic, even if it's from something you activated, like a stim pack application or maintaining a force power, is considered voluntary or involuntary.
If it's automatic, it's involuntary.
Okay, cool.
You don't volunteer to take it.
Yeah, I didn't. If I don't activate something to take that strain, it just happens on its own. Then it's considered involuntary.
Correct. Yeah, it's not
Cool.
like you may take strain to do a thing. It's you do this thing and take strain. It's voluntary.
Cool. So
'Cause, like,
my
with-
resolve will reduce the 1 strain I take every turn for maintaining force protection to 0.
Oh, good. Yeah. So the way it works basically is if the ability says you can take strain to do a thing, then that's voluntary. If the ability is you do this thing and thus take strain, that's involuntary.
Cool.
The way I rule it. Yeah, because like with the stim pack, it's not that you are taking strain to use the stim pack. It's you're using the stim pack and it's doing strain or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So the first
Activating force protection still deals a strain to me because I suffer a strain to activate it, but maintaining it no longer does because of resolve.
Correct. All right. So the first slot is a PC slot. Those of you on the PC side, who would you like to take that slot?
I'm not going.
The situation is we've been confronted by Jash and several troopers.
No, you don't. You have no idea where Jash is at all right now.
Okay. So Jash is just present and not aware of us, but we've been confronted by troopers.
There are five troopers in the computer room heading in, and Esty has just opened the door.
Yep.
Cool.
Do
And
they
she
look-
is not taking the first slot because, again, she thinks that a couple people need to work out some rage issues right now.
And you do have access to Ronan, who does have a PC slot. So if you want Ronan to go, just say.
I need to.
And are they about to attack us?
Oh yeah, no, they looked over. They looked over, and like the helmets went Avasia, Korsarath, Esty, Ronan, guns.
Yeah.
So because NPC slots are coming up immediately after this, I would like to do that thing that I said and get my protection up. If you're okay with me taking the first one.
Go for it.
Go ahead.
Yes, I should mention one of my weaknesses is recklessness.
So I will. See how does the action economy go? We got how many maneuvers and whatnot?
You have two
Oh, God,
maneuvers,
yeah.
Okay, 2 maneuvers.
and you have two
And is
maneuvers
there-
and your movement.
2 maneuvers.
Or
and
no,
your
no, no,
movement.
no.
Okay.
Your movement is part of your maneuver. I think. Hang on, I've got handouts for this.
Action economy.
It's an action economy handout. I thought of
One
this.
action and
years
one
ago.
maneuver.
There you go.
Yeah.
One action and one maneuver. Your action can also be a maneuver.
Yep.
And you can take a strain to do an extra maneuver.
Yes, you
Mhm.
can take a strain to do an extra maneuver, but it can't be the same maneuver.
And move is a maneuver.
Okay.
Maneuver.
How far are these troopers from us?
They are currently in short range from you. They're not engaged,
Cool.
but they're short range.
So I will do the thing. So first, maneuver force defense. I take a strain and I commit my 1 force die and I increase my soak by 1.
Okay. So you just sort of you just sort of focus and will the force to enhance your body.
And then take an extra strain and I'm going to move into melee with them and then I'm going to attack.
Right. Ed.
Let me check all of the things that I need to modify this regular attack roll with because of my skills. Duelist training. Am I engaged with only one of them, or are they both in the same
So
location?
it's an officer and a squad of 4 minions. So
Okay, I'm heading for the officer.
and they're all
Would
they're-
engaging
they
with
would-
him also engaging with the minions,
They would
or are
engage you
they-
with all of them. They're all in the same.
Okay, cool. So duelist training's not applying. Don't need. Okay, so the only one that would apply right now would be duelist training because this is not my normal lightsaber, but that doesn't apply.
Wait, no, the squad doesn't get separate. Does the squad get separate?
Squads usually only get 1 turn as a squad.
Yeah. So hang on. So there's not 5. Squads.
Just chop the 2 off the bottom then.
Yep, basically.
And then yeah, so just regular attack. What's the difficulty on this too?
You're talking?
The officer. Engaged plus modifiers depending on weapon used.
Engaged is 2. Plus, it's upgraded 1.
2 upgraded ones. Cool. As I remember how all this goes, I'm just going to do a regular attack for now.
All right, so that's 1 success and 1 advantage. You can use the advantage to activate your burn, I think.
I think it takes 2 to activate.
I don't remember how many
ability?
it takes to activate burn. Let's look at burn.
Standard weapon effects take 2 advantage to activate. Yep.
I don't remember what burn.
Pretty sure it lights them on fire.
Active. Yeah, okay, yeah. So it doesn't say otherwise, so yes, it would take. But never mind. So you just hit.
I can also use 1 to recover one of those strains that I just took. So I'm going to recover that second strain that I just took from the extra maneuver.
Deal 8 damage with breach of 3, or with breach 1, which means 10 of his armor apply. Chunky bit. Oh yeah, that hurt. You just smack him with the lightsaber. 1 solid strike slices down the chest. He's not down, but he's heavily injured. All right. NPC slot. For the first NPC slot, Jash moves into the corridor and begins following. For the second NPC
Can I hear any conflict?
Yes,
Can I hear any conflict?
You just heard a lightsaber ignite and someone scream in pain. You're still a couple of range bands away
All
from
right,
getting to
and
where
you
they're
can-
at, but
Right. Can I use my enhance to increase my speed at which I'm my enhanced force power to increase my speed at which I'm closing?
absolutely you can.
Okay.
There'll be an action to activate your enhance.
That's what I'm doing. I'm closing as fast as I possibly can.
All right, so is it a roll to activate your enhance, or is it just you?
He'll suffer a strain as well, too. Generally, it's basically mechanically, it's you get to roll a force point as part of any athletics check you make.
Gotcha. So, go ahead. In that case, go ahead and roll me an athletics check, and with a force point. Actually, so you can either roll a force point, or you can commit the force to increase your athletic score.
There's no I don't have the ranks that let you commit
You don't have the ranks that let you
anything. I
commit?
just roll
Okay,
with
cool.
it,
So
and
yeah.
if I get anything good, I spend.
Yeah. So go
Yep,
ahead
mhm.
and roll me.
What's the difficulty on the athletics?
It's going to be athletics difficulty 2. You are currently dark side for purposes of
Okay.
ending point.
Okay, so any dark side points that come up count as a success, basically.
Yeah. Got to add your force die into it.
It's a wash. Wait, my force die didn't roll.
Add the force.
But
Add 1 force die and then roll it again. There you go.
There
That's
we go.
better. Yeah, you can. So you spin those
So,
2 force
3
die.
successes and an advantage.
So yeah, you.
Oh, yeah.
Just take off. You're probably gonna be there by the next
Okay.
turn. You begin just rapidly speeding through. The
I'm a
tunnels.
speedy bad guy.
On the next NPC slot, the officer is gonna go. He doesn't he'll die. He's gonna use his maneuver to for overwhelming fire as he gestures towards the ones in the doorway and just yells fire, while at the same time pulling out a vibro blade in order to attack Corsorath. The minion group will immediately aim their blaster rifles fire into the doorway. They are going. Yeah, they're gonna unload a light repeating blaster into the scariest looking one in the doorway, which is Avasia. So Avasia, what's your ranged defense?
Where would that be?
The on your stats.
Roll all the way to the top, right below the destiny pool.
Have you updated your defense for putting on the Sith Pain Harness also?
Yes, I believe I did. I'm sorry, what did you ask for?
What is your ranged defense? Be the left-hand number.
It says 0.
Let's take William. Is
I
that
feel
you
like
have the-
that's incorrect.
you have
Yes,
the
that is correct. The Sith
Is
Pain Harness
that correct?
does not add any
Okay.
defense.
Okay, cool. So 0. So don't add any difficulty to their attack roll. They're in short range with you, so it's difficulty 1 for a ranged attack. Do you have anything that would upgrade or increase the difficulty of a ranged attack against you in your skills or talents?
I do not know right now. I'd have to look through everything.
So if you take a look at your character sheet, hopefully you added the talents and ability section.
I'm sure I have.
Within combat.
Let's open up.
Oh, yes, I have.
All right.
I have.
Let's look through your character sheet. So, talents and special abilities. Feral strength, no. Toughen, no. Grit, no. Parry is melee. Intimidate, no. Lethal
Dodge.
blows, no. Embrace your hate, no. Quick strike, no. Multiple opponents, no. Dedication. Embrace your hate. Intimidate, lethal blows, quick strike, savagery. Don't have any dodge or you don't have any dodge or talents or like reflect or anything like that. What can you do to dodge in retaliation to an attack?
I believe that's what reflect is for.
Let's see.
The base difficulty
also,
is based on their range.
By the way, you suffer 2 strain to perform an additional maneuver.
Was it 2 strain?
2
Okay,
strain,
cool.
as long as you don't
Yep.
perform more than 2 maneuvers during your turn. Yep. Okay. So yeah, nothing else you can do. So 1 difficulty to shoot you. That can, if you so desire, spend a light side point to increase the difficulty, to upgrade the difficulty of their roll. You have a lot of them.
Might not be an awful idea right now.
I'll go ahead and do that.
I was gonna say that's probably a good idea. Yeah.
Diff 1.
You can also drop prone
Murder is
and
bad.
give them a black D6 to their stuff.
You have to drop prone on your turn, I believe. Can you do it in reaction to somebody attacking you?
Oh yeah, no, that might not be a reaction. Yep.
Yeah,
mhm.
no, it's on your turn you can drop. All right. So in order to use the light side at the top of your character sheet where your destiny pool is, you should see 5 light, 2 dark. Click use darks or click use light side. All right. So you've flipped 1 point from the light side to the dark side in order to upgrade the difficulty of their roll. Shooting with 1 difficulty that has been upgraded. Upgrade 1. Light repeating blaster time. Why is it that the NP sheets don't roll?
Fun.
Go take them roll. A 1 success and a triumph and 3 advantages. All right, so they are going to spend Triumph and 2 of their advantages for auto fire, which means they get to deal 2 additional hits of damage for their attack. Question is that against just you, or can they spread that out?
Auto fire, increased difficulty of the attack checks by 1, may trigger multiple times to generate additional hits. It is just additional hits on the same target, I believe. Let me check.
They have to activate that in order to do it. They have to activate that. They have to choose to do that beforehand. Otherwise, they can't spend things.
Oh yeah, attacking with a weapon with auto fire is generally less accurate. Attacker may increase the difficulty of the attack check by a difficulty in order to use auto fire.
Yeah. You have to do that first. So never mind. They can't do that because they didn't do that. So they're just going to spend it for increased damage. Triumphs in combat. Actually, yeah. So
we're relearning this entire system.
we're relearning the entire system. So yeah, actually, they're going to inflict 2 critical injuries on you, Avasia, as they hit you with a triumph and with an advantage. So first of all, you take 11 points of damage. That does get soaked. Yeah, they'll spend their 3 advantages to activate their critical, because the critical is 3, and they'll spend a triumph attack.
I'm sorry, how much damage?
So 11 minus your soak.
Okay.
So what's your
Okay.
soak?
7.
7. So 11 minus 7.
4.
So you only take 4 damage.
Jesus.
But
Oh,
then you roll 2 critical injuries.
Does it roll 2 critical injuries, or is it a critical injury with a +10 mod?
That's right. You don't roll 2 critical injuries. It's 1 critical injury with a +10 mod. That's correct. So on your character sheet,
Mhm.
go over to character sheet. You go over to critical injuries, which if you're looking at the character info skills, combat, item inventory, critical injuries. And then on the critical roll offset, put 10 and then hit roll critical. Oh, also, you should clear those other critical injuries that you had.
Oh,
Yeah, just hit heal on both of those. And now roll critical. Off balance. So you add 1 setback die to your next skill check. So you can remove that critical roll offset. It's not getting hit with another critical. And that's there. So that was what they did on their. That was what they did at his command. So now it's the. Who is going to try to shank Corserath. So Corserath, at the moment they have 2 difficulty. Do you have anything that upgrade? What's your defense?
My melee defense is 2.
More difficulty. Do you have anything that upgrades that?
Not at the moment.
Try to shank you. 4 difficulty. 1 success, 2 threat, and a triumph. So what would you like to spend those 2 threats on? They are going to spend that triumph to crit you with the knife.
What's the damage on the knife?
Damage is 3. 3 pierce 1.
It cannot get through my soak, and so it can't crit me.
All right, so yeah. Nice.
With those threats.
Threats and despairs in combat. You can
There it is.
to the bottom.
I'll take a boost die on my next check.
All right. They are going to upgrade the next PC. Upgrade the difficulty of the next PC attack then. Alrighty. So, PCs. Who's going to take the next slot?
You want to go?
Me?
yeah. Avazia would like to go.
Yeah.
If that's
Go
okay.
for it.
Oh,
I like that
Wasn't
he
sure.
he tried to shank Corserath and it didn't even get through the pain harness.
yeah.
It's like
She will go for the person that just tried to shank Corsair.
It's not that he didn't get through. It's that he goes to shank you, and you just grab the wrist and hold the blade there, pressing it into the part of the corset that causes the pain harness to dig in. Like, really? All right. So you're heading towards. So you're gonna use your maneuver to engage, and
Mhm.
attack the officer.
Yep.
Okay. So it's gonna be difficulty 2, upgraded once.
Oh. Sorry, I'm trying to get used to this again.
That's fine.
everyone is.
Which one is difficulty?
Difficulty is
It's the
purple.
purple one.
You've got 2
Oh,
in the difficulty
okay.
already. You need to hit the upgrade button.
Upgrade once. Okay. And I'm rolling my weapon, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So that's going to be 10 damage with 2 advantage. What would you like to spend those advantage on? There's a handout that gives you a list of things you can use spend it on.
Sorry,
Yeah,
trying to
advantages
remember.
in Triumph's combat. Is there that is?
Yep.
That's okay. You have time to think about it as you cleave the officer in 2.
Good job. Good job.
Fair.
Because even with his 4 soak, you still do enough to kill him.
Also, your lightsaber's crit rating should be 3, not 5, shouldn't it?
Barbara Bingot.
Oh. Thought that's what it said.
Mine said 3.
Mine's 2, but it might be the crystal.
Barab Ingot has
Yeah,
a
have a
damage
critical
of
rating of
8 and a crit rating of 3. Also has Breach 1, Burn 1, and Sun.
Here, I fixed it for you because we both have access to
I
both of our
think
character sheets.
yeah.
I think I'll just add to the next allied attack.
Okay, so you're gonna add boost dice to the next ally attack.
Mhm.
All right. So that's 1 NPC dead, and thus 1 slot gone. Next PC slot.
All right. Question.
Mhm.
Do I sense someone rushing up on us?
Oh yeah, something is approaching quickly.
All right.
You're pretty certain Ronan has sensed it too because he's turned and looking. He's just sort of looking.
I
over his shoulder.
will, if everybody's okay, I will take that slot.
All right.
And I am turning and moving in that direction in an attempt to cut off. My plan is to hopefully get to him before he turns around and sees Ronan. So I can go up, be like, that way they need help, and when he goes, knock him unconscious.
All right. So you're heading that way.
Yes.
Maneuver only or action and maneuver?
If I can't get to him with just maneuver, then I will take
Yeah,
action.
he's moving fast, but he's still a ways away.
So yeah, I will spend an action to get
All right. So you
to him.
turn around, start heading back down. You sort of, as you're heading, you round a corner and basically run into a droid with 1 gold arm that you've
Do I
never seen
recognize this
before.
droid?
You've never seen this droid before.
Definitely not what I sensed.
This is the
Not
encounter
my
I've been
problem
waiting
at the
for.
moment.
Resisting the urge to say this is not
Not
droid
the
I'm
life
looking
force
for."
I sensed. Not my problem at this point. Ronan can kill that if needed. Keep going.
All right, so you slip past. Nuri's, are you going to let this individual slip past you? You're technically allies and can do that at the moment, but
Oh goodness. Well, I don't know who this person is. I'm not. How much have I seen so far? Because I don't really know.
You haven't. You just heard around the
Lightsaber
corner.
attack, yeah.
Lightsabers go off and attacks begin, and gunfire go off. And then this person turning around the corner.
Did I? So I saw a course reference at Abazia. Did I have any sense that they were? Would I have been able to tell that they have like broken whatever has been?
Not from the
Whatever
way
the
they were
system now.
behaving necessarily,
Okay.
but they were with Ronan, who you do know is not a Sith.
I do. God. Hang on, let me look at
Complexity.
something really quick.
You also know that in your ability to disguise as a droid, just letting people run past you is a really good way to make them think you're just a droid.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna I'm not gonna do anything.
Yeah. So you brush past the droid with no resistance whatsoever, as you would
Okay.
expect from a droid.
Yep.
Not my problem. They'll be dealt with when
My monkey is not my
else.
circus. All right. Next PC slot.
Not my chair, not my problem.
So, would y'all like Nerys to go next or Ronan to go next?
I'm good with whatever.
Ronan.
Ronan?
Yep. Go, Ronan.
All right. Ronan
I'm being indecisive.
looks down the corridor where Esta just ran. Looks back into the room. Considers his options. Yeah, let's do that. Ranged attack roll. His force dice. Skill. Short range, so it's only one difficulty. They have no defense, so it's not going to upgrade it. Light. Force die. He's going to spend a light side point to add 2 successes to that roll. He makes a 1 in a million shot. So the two of you that are in the room, as the Imperial troopers sort of are trying to decide if they're going to aim the rifles at you or not, you just watch the far door crumple, rip off of its hinges, and fly into the crowd of them, dealing 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dealing 25 points of damage to the crowd of Imperials.
In other words, it doesn't matter their dead level.
Yeah.
5, 10,
Slashed.
15, 20. Yeah, that's more damage than all 4 of them have. So, more damage than all 4 of them have wounds. So they do all have soak. So,
One of them might have some brain capacity left, is what you're saying?
So the two of you watch the door just plow through, and 3 of them instantly get just obliterated against the far wall. leaving only one left standing. And he's like, looks, throws down the rifle and starts running away. As Ronan is standing over there with his hand raised. I'm gonna go this way. And he starts following after Esty. All right. Nerees, it's your turn.
Wow. There was a loud sound.
Yeah, you heard metal creaking, crunching, ripping, and then impact. And then what sounds like some water hitting the floor and feet running away.
I'm gonna carefully go forward.
You turn the corner and see Ronan walking towards you. Red, long cape fluttering behind him, action hero style.
I panic. Hello!
He stops, tilts his head, looking at you. This armored this Mandalorian helmet tilts and goes, "Hello?"
I am Nerees. I'm seeing if he recognizes me because I don't think he recognizes me, and I'm concerned that he doesn't recognize me, and I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do next, but it depends on this answer.
Yeah, I know. Nice arm.
Droid compute.
Nerees just shuts down. The legs ching 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 ching.
You just hear dee 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 dee.
Oh, I'm gonna use I'm gonna try and use flow. Sure.
Right,
Yeah.
so you're
I'm gonna try
going to uncommit
Oh God.
from your stealth, from your suppression.
I don't know who that other person was, but they're here, and that's better. Do I see other people are injured or not?
No, not at the moment.
Where I am? Okay. Shit.
Ronan looks completely unharmed.
Looks completely unharmed.
He complimented your arm.
He did. I feel good about that. Yeah, I'm gonna uncommit it. Yeah. I'm gonna say who's that as I do flow. We're gonna try and roll this. I think I just do.
Yeah, Esty, as you're walking towards what you know to be a hostile coming towards you, you
Ping.
suddenly ping another person behind you.
But right near where Ronan is, right?
Yes, also closer to you than the oncoming one.
Yeah.
They just appeared out of nowhere.
Yep.
Still not my problem.
There we go. All right.
The more powerful one is near them. Either they're an ally or they're not going to be a problem regardless soon.
Oops. That did not do it. Why did it not do it? I have this. Didn't roll it. How do I roll a force die? Where's that again?
Add it. It's up at the top. The one in the middle.
Yeah, I know I did. And then I clicked the roll button and it didn't do anything. Let me try it again. Nope. Dice pool.
You have to
Blank.
add one to your. You have to once you
I-
add it, you have
I
to click
did
out
it.
of it.
Oh, I have to click. That's it. There we go.
There we go.
I got you now.
Yeah,
All
that's
right. I can use those. Yeah. So that's gonna be something. Hang on, let me look at this. I haven't used it in ages. Don't want to do that. Whoa. Yeah. I don't know if I can. Is that what I give to other people, or is this the only thing I can do with myself? Sorry, it's been a long time since I've looked at these.
A very interesting question there.
Yeah.
Is this something I can give to people, or I can only do for myself? Huh? Typically, the answer is both, depending.
Mm.
You're looking at flow.
Yeah, I'm looking at flow.
Their book, I think, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Gives you great rates
Page
on progressive
31.
insurance.
With a W,
Terrible.
not just FLO. Let's see. Which one? Disciples of Harmony, right?
Yes, page 31.
Page 30.
Yeah, the base one.
When a force
Flow
user makes a
power,
skill
you
check,
can-
you may roll a flow power check as part of the roll. You can spend one. You can spend to heal one strain. So you have to make a skill check in order to use flow.
Okay. I am going to. Okay, what am I gonna do?
And typically, you use it to heal yourself.
Okay. Well.
Like, what would the skill check you'd be doing to make this roll? What would that be?
Well, I'm just trying to motivate him. Like, just please go kill something. I don't want to kill something. I'm freaked out, panicking.
Okay, so a leadership roll.
Yes.
Make me a leadership
and I also
roll.
like. There we go.
Difficulty 2.
Leadership.
Standard difficulty 2.
Okay. Hang on. Do you want me to re-roll my force or?
Yeah, you roll the force die as part
okay.
of the roll, so just leave that. Leave the dice roll turned on. And you only have one force die?
Yep.
Okay. I thought you had 2.
Nope.
Only one?
Force rating is 1.
Okay.
I haven't used those muscles. Leadership. There we go.
You even have muscles?
No.
Mechanical ones. All right,
I
you
have actuators.
you didn't add any difficulty to that roll.
Oh.
You had to click out once you put 2.
Ah,
One more
Sorry.
time.
here we go. Last for all the marbles.
All right, so
Hey.
you can spin that to recover 1 strain from yourself if you so desire.
I don't have any strain.
Neither does he. But you inspire Ronan. You're gonna give Ronan a. Thank you, Jeremy. You're gonna give Ronan a boost die to his next attempt to kill a man.
Cool.
And as we round back up to the top of the initiative, we're gonna take a break. Remember, if you're watching on Twitch, stay tuned for our commercial messages. And also, when we take our break, you take your break. So stand up, stretch your legs, move around, do whatever you need to do. We'll be back in just a few minutes. We're back. A dinosaur story. So top of the round, PC initiative, first PC slot. Oh, that one's gone. First PC slot. Who would like to take it?
Does anyone else want to take it?
Nope.
You guys still got some stuff to kill.
How many of these guys are still alive?
One who's running away. He's
You know
doing-
what? You know what? I'll go ahead and take, because I feel like the one NPC slot is probably not, the first NPC slot is probably not going to be used by him.
Oh, certainly not.
So yeah, I'll take it. That's fine.
All right, yeah, sure. All
So I am move action to continue running that way.
right. Now you're at a point now where you can hear whatever it is coming.
Okay. Keep going.
All right, you make another action. You move a little bit further. You're not quite to where he's at, but within his maneuver, he'll be able to get to you.
Okay.
You move, action, move. Josh.
I'm running up and
As you maneuver, you come around a
Mhm.
corner, you turn, and you see Esty. Like walking.
do I
towards you.
recognize this person?
Yeah, you recognize this person. You've never been given a name, but you have been informed that they are one of Darth Flixati's shadows.
What does that mean to me?
Spy, manipulator, person that operates behind the scenes and with Flixati's authority.
Oh, so exactly the sort of person I hate most. Attack.
All right. So you immediately just sort of into melee with them. Make your attack. Esther, you see Josh come around the corner. You recognize who he is. One of the people that Ronan is here to unbrainwash.
Right.
And lightsaber is coming out and at you.
Well, didn't expect that. That's fine.
Sorry, Jeremy.
No, this is good. This is good. This is.
All right. Standard difficulty 2.
I should say, SD did not expect.
Right.
Does SD have any melee defense?
Yes, melee defensive 1.
So difficulty is going to be 3.
And I spend a light side point.
Well,
or a
no.
dark side point.
Yeah, you don't spend anything. I spend a dark side point, and I am going to spend a dark side. Upgrade your
Okay.
attack.
So it upgrades my attack once. Okay.
Yeah, you're an NPC.
I'm trying to figure out where our melee defense is coming
I
from.
think there's something I can do here.
Ooh. Do things, Jeremy.
Yes, I am going to perform a dodge incidental to take 1 strain and increase the difficulty of your combat check by that.
So you
by
can't.
1.
So we can do dodge reactively. Okay, good.
Yes, dodge is an incidental.
Okay, all right.
You have to have the ability to do so, though. There's a
You have to have the dodge talent. Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say,
Okay.
it's a talent.
You have to
thing.
have the talent in order. Got it. So yeah, okay. So ST is going to dodge, which upgrades the difficulty of your upgrades or increases.
I believe increases.
Increases.
Dang
So that means you're difficulty 4 now. Would you like to spend a light side? To
Hold on. No, I'm sorry. Upgrade the
upgrade.
Upgrade the difficulty.
All right. So still 3 difficulty,
combat.
upgraded once. Would you like to
Okay.
spend a light side to upgrade it again?
You know what? I really don't want to die, so sure.
All right. So
All
go ahead
right.
and
Upgraded
go ahead
twice.
and flip the light side point. So you've got your attack roll is upgraded once, and your difficulty is upgraded twice, and your difficulty is 3.
3.
Got
Okay.
3 purple dice, 2 upgrades, 1 upgrade on the left.
All right.
All the modifiers.
Hell yeah. Make sure I click out. And boop. Hey.
All right. 3 successes. So that's going to be 8, 9, 10, 11
9, 10.
damage. Sorry, no.
Well, is it? It should just be 10.
10
right?
damage, right.
Yeah, okay. 10. Yeah. So yeah, this red-bladed lightsaber on fire, but doesn't burn you.
Well, it burns you, doesn't set you on fire.
Right. Yes. Sorry. Yeah.
And breach takes away
Nuances of violence here.
breach takes away from soak, correct?
Correct. It subtracts 10 from your soak for each point of breach.
Doesn't it subtract 10 from your arm?
And from your soak.
Okay.
Yeah, because there
Armor-
ain't no amount of physical toughness is going to save you from a lightsaber.
Yeah. Armor adds to your soak.
Oh, that's right. Armor
It
adds
doesn't.
to your soak,
It does.
so it's all
It's
the
not a
same.
separate
Yeah.
number. Soak is only
Right,
one
right,
number.
right. I keep forgetting that. Okay.
Yeah. Like your defenses add difficulty. Soak is just soak.
No,
Okay.
as far as Josh is concerned, for viewer and other player, this is a secret passage, so nobody here is doing anything with approval the way they probably should. So all y'all gonna die.
True. And you have no idea. You
Right.
didn't know these passages existed. So as far
Right.
as you
So
know, these are
I'm a
illicit.
guard and I'm supposed to keep things under control, and y'all are out of control. And there was fighting.
You're also a Sith, so you also don't. Give
And I'm a
shit.
cis, so I just right fucking don't care. Yep. Sorry, everybody. Okay, and yeah, I think that's the end of my turn because that was my maneuver and my action.
10 damage to,
Yep.
to SD.
Yep. Great. So I have 2 wounds left. That's great.
Lightsabers, man.
Yep.
They fucking suck.
All right, PC slot. Would you guys like Ronan to go next?
Yeah, he can go next.
So Ronan's going to duck past Nerees. Oh,
I
we're still,
swivel.
y'all are still a bit of ways away. What was that, Nerees?
I swivel.
Oh, you swivel. He
Yeah.
goes,
Uh-huh.
gotta go help someone not die. As he runs past you. Because he can sense what's going on over there. He's gonna also make an enhancement check to see if he can run faster.
Just imagining the CSI thing where they're zooming in on a photo. Enhance.
That's why. Okay.
He's going to use a light side to add 2 automatic successes to that. And a threat. So he's going to take a strain to do that. But he's going to turn that into 4 successes, 2 of which were light side. So yeah, he uses his action and his maneuver and just basically runs along the wall and ends up catching up to where Esty is. So Esty, you hear another person running very fast behind you. And there's just Ronan behind you, cloak fluttering behind. Gets to where you're at. He doesn't have any. He doesn't have any actions left to do anything.
Well, couldn't he do an extra maneuver for his 2 maneuvers and then have an action left over?
He well, no, it's an action to. Actually, no, yeah, he could use a. Yeah, so we'll say he does that. We'll say he has 2. We'll say he takes 2 more strain. He's going to interpose himself. He's going to get next to Esty so that he provides as much of a threat, and pull out a stim pack and just sort of jam or a med. What are they called? Med kit? No, stim pack. That's the one thing
Stim pack.
that heals 5, 4, and 3, and then 2.
Yes.
So yeah, he's going to pull out a med pack and just sort of jab it into Esty's arm, so you heal 5 wounds. As you get this flood
Thanks.
of adrenaline into your body. Next PC slot.
I'd like to go.
Go for it.
All right, Nerees.
I'm moving that after Ronan.
All right, you see Ronan.
Yep.
You have enhance.
No.
All right, so you're not going to be able to catch up to him this round because he booked it.
Okay.
But
Can I do calming aura? I don't know what the range is on that. It's 69.
Nice.
Thank you. Calming aura. When an opponent targets character with the force power, reduce force generated by 1. It doesn't have a range on it.
Yeah, so it's when someone targets you, you can reduce the force they generate by 1. All right, that's I think that's always active too.
Gotcha.
Only something you have to activate is
I thought it was something I had to do, but I don't know. Maybe it is something that's just always there.
Consular
Oh
ability.
yeah, no, it's passive.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's passive.
never mind.
Yeah, that's just
Okay, well
something that
that's
happens.
great.
Yeah, whenever
I'll
anybody
keep that
targets
in
you,
mind.
whenever anybody targets you with anything, you can just go, chill, bro, and
Chill, man.
they'll
Chill.
get one less force
Chill,
point.
chill. Then yeah, I'm no, never mind then. I'm going to continue on. And because I know there was fighting that way, and I'm the healer, and at least I know that they're on my side, question mark. I feel better about that. I'm gonna go that way.
Yeah, so you go around the corner, you walk up, you end up at the door. And you see Avasia and Corsorath in the room. Next PC slot.
Corsorath would like to go. How far did that guard get?
Out the door.
Is he like gone out of sight?
No, he's like in the hallway.
Did the officer that I just killed have a blaster pistol?
Yes, he did.
Just reach down, point it at the fleeing guard, and fire.
It's a 6 damage, 3 crit, ranged light.
Cool. What's his range increment right now?
Medium, so 2 difficulty.
Cool. Add a quick weapon right now. 6 damage, 3 crit, range medium, range light. Difficulty 2, no upgrades. I miss.
Yeah, you
I make him keep running.
And the beam, the laser blast sparks off the side of the frame where the door was.
I make sure he keeps running.
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna keep running.
And then he looks over at Avasia and just kind of drops the pistol. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. Well, that's a loaded question, but
I know. And he is going to, as things seem to be dying down in this vicinity at the very least, walk up to Avasia and just give her a kiss with the passion of someone who has not been able to do this for 6 months.
Nereus, they're making out in front of you.
Very awkward.
Next PC slot, Avasia.
This guy's running, right?
Yeah, he's out the door.
Like, okay, there's
That
no
should
one
be
else.
stopped.
There's no one else right now.
Out in the room, no, other than you and Corsorath.
And Nereus.
I mean, you haven't turned to see Nereus yet, but
No.
She'll just put her attention on Corsorath right now, and she will kiss him back.
All right. They continue to make out in front of you, Nereus.
Amazing.
Avasia and Corsorath have spent 2 NPC combat turns making out. Next PC slot. Start of the round. Top of the round.
It ain't Star Wars until it's Star Wars.
Who would like to
I
go
feel
next?
like I am comfortable with Ronan taking this spot.
Absolutely.
All right. Ronan.
Because I do have a thing. Nah, let's let Ronan do it.
All right.
I was gonna say my option would be none of you guys remember I'm here.
What is your Josh?
Yo.
What is your what is your discipline skill ranks?
I have 2 and 2.
ranks. Whether the so two rank two to ranks in this
Rank 2, yeah.
one? Okay,
Mhm.
all right. Difficulty 2 for this. Difficulty 2.
Wow, that's a lot of dice.
He's gonna take this.
boy.
He's gonna flip a light side in order to turn those in order to use those 3 dark side points.
Okay.
And another one in order to put 2 automatic successes on the table. So, he instead of failing with a pile of advantages, he has 5 successes and a few.
Not gonna lie,
bits.
it would have been really funny if he'd been like, "Nope,"
Yeah, just like
just like
Oh,
whoosh,
it
and
worked.
Jack is just like, "Whatever."
we weren't in a cutscene. It didn't work. So yeah, he just he steps in and like shoves a palm up to your faceplate and grasps. And
Is that something I can try to parry?
It's not a melee attack.
Okay.
You're not taking damage,
It's
so you
not a
can't
melee
reduce
attack.
it with parry.
You can't reduce it.
All right.
He reaches up and just sort of grabs your faceplate, and as you reach for your lightsaber and get ready to swing, there's just a pulse of energy that ripples through your form. And very similarly to the others, you feel as if everything you are is suddenly a cloud of smoke, and it dissipates. And comes back together as you just instinctively drop your lightsaber, the beam shutting off and clattering to the ground as you come back to yourself, awakened from months-long sleep in a body, trapped in a nightmare. Once again, you're on. Sort of feel your body get weak a little bit, and then Ronan lets go. This is both hands. Okay, there, big guy.
Do I recognize this individual? I'm trying to remember if Josh ever met Ronan.
I think you
I believe
did.
we were all
Yeah,
there
yeah,
in the same room
yeah.
together.
Yeah, you did, because you met Ronan after Josh joined. So
Okay, I couldn't remember. Okay. Ronan, isn't it?
yep. Bestie. Friends.
Hi,
Apologies.
it's
Jash.
fine. You're cute.
You say to the full blank face helmet.
Yes, but I feel like I've seen you outside without the
Right.
helmet.
You
at
have
some
you
point.
have definitely seen him without that one.
Okay, yep. Yep. And Josh kind of bends down, grabs the lightsaber with a slightly distasteful grip, like kind of between 2 fingers, and hooks it on his belt.
Yeah, you can definitely you're fairly adept. You're all fairly adept at sensing the dark side. This lightsaber is steeped in.
Yep. Feel like that. And he'll pull the helmet off. Do we have a new objective then?
Go ahead and describe yourself for the audience now that we're seeing Josh as a person. See.
So stark blue skin with the characteristic slight furriness that Chiss get sometimes around the edges. He's very, very, very much got like a 4-day beard. And the standard bright red eyes. Hair is shaved very close up the sides, but a little longer on top. A little bit of a flop comb over sort of looking thing, but definitely not well maintained either. And very militarized posture, which is also fairly characteristic. He's about 5'8", which is what makes Ronan's big guy comment hilarious. Little shorter than normal.
Ronan's only like a couple inches taller than you.
Right, yeah. And just kind of sticks the helmet under his left arm and hooks his other thumb on his belt. Where are we going?
Out. Soon. Quick.
Computer.
Yes, I
Then-
understand.
See who else needs to be got. Then out.
Is it us three?
I did jump the line. You're right. No, we've got your others. Most of your others.
Yeah, got Avasi and Korsrath and Neres, I found.
Interesting. Lead the way. And the helmet goes back on.
He looks over at you, ST, and offers another stim pack.
I'm not going to say no to it.
Allow me.
4 more wounds.
Well, does he have stim pack specialization or no?
No, he does not. Oh, so you take it?
Of course, I was gonna say, yeah. Josh will try and interpose
Yeah,
and then
he'll toss it over.
apply it in a slightly more expert manner, and you get 5.
Okay, and that gets me back to normal.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's go. I can't imagine that
You still have
there was a problem in the room, but we're not going to have long at this point.
Yeah, no, I wasn't as accurate as I'd hoped I was. I only got 3 of them.
I'm sure it's fine. There's 2 freaking... I don't know how to nice way to put this.
Deadly
The pure
Sith-
bloods are
Deadly Sith
tactically
juggernauts?
acumen.
Sure.
Cut to the 3 of you arriving behind Mary, seeing them making out in the computer room still.
Josh is counting the corpses.
Yeah.
Where's the 5th guy?
Did you let one get away?
The 2 of you are brought out of your reverie, and you look over, and you see Neres for the first time, has been standing here the entire time watching you, and also Esty and Josh and Ronan.
Amazing.
Hey,
Where's the 5th dead person? There should be 5 here.
he's gone.
I only see four.
I'm going over to the computers and checking for how many warning messages sent out.
Oh, you're not hearing them because they're all silent alarms, but as soon as you get over to the computer, there's like 15 alarms have been tripped. There are people on the way.
Hey, we need to move quickly. And she starts going for all the information that she can.
All right, go ahead and make a computers roll with difficulty 2. What was that, Mara? Neres is doing?
I am not so good
I'm
at these.
suppressing.
Oh, you should. You suddenly lose track of that other force power you were sensing, Esty.
Can Josh assist in
cool.
the computers?
I can do that too.
Yeah, if you want, go make a computers roll.
Okay, I'm not
Or
bad
you
at
just-
these.
You can just give a boost die if you want. You can either make a roll on your own, or you can give Esty a boost die.
I'm not awful.
What's your
I have a
skill
yellow
rank
and a
to-
green.
Okay, I've got 4 green, so I'll just make my own roll.
Okay.
Right, so 2 separate rolls. Difficulty 2.
Oh, yeah, difficulty might help.
Yeah, it would. 4 successes is great. Now roll your difficulty.
Yeah, every single time.
Oh my god!
Always been what it's like.
Well, Josh doesn't find anything.
I
One
just
failure.
need to check and see because I know that there is a sentinel thing for this, but I don't know if I took that talent. I did not. Okay.
Those blanks, they taunt me.
Josh, you walk up to the computers and you just like,
A fucking corpse.
you press one button, 1 alarm goes off, then 3 more start up. Esty, you go over and you begin to you begin getting into the computer. You know how these computer systems work. You help
Right.
put them together. And
Problem
as
is they're probably pretty locked down at this point, right?
Well, it's not even that. As you begin to put in, I'm going to say your advantage is you stop before you realize your name is on one of the lists of intruders. So you don't put in your information because you know that if your name's already on the list of intruders, they've
It's
probably already locked your credentials down. And that would probably backfire real hard if you logged in right now.
She looks over to Ronan. I'm gonna assume with all the back and forth you and I have been doing, you've got some ability to slice.
Yeah, I can give it a try.
Have a blast, because I'm on the naughty list now.
He says I can give it a try. Wait till you see his roll.
One green.
No. 2 green.
He still
Oh,
got a
wow.
success.
Still got a success.
He's not the hacker in the group. He's the muscle. So he goes over and he starts accessing it, and it instantly bugs you, ST, because he is hunt and pecking on the keyboard. Like 1 finger each hand. Toot, 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 toot. He's really fast, but it's 1 finger on each hand.
Ronin, baby.
Yep.
Why don't you tell me what to type and I'll do the typing?
I got it. It's fine.
You sure?
He's using force speed, so his hands are a blur on
Yeah,
the
Josh is
keyboard,
gonna
but it's
step
just
over.
Yeah, like he's using the force to enhance himself, but it's still hunt and peck. It's just really fast hunt and peck.
Josh is gonna step over to Nere's. Then, while this is happening.
Yep.
You look well.
I am a metal box. You look terrible.
I am a meat sack. How are you with computers these days?
Dad, I'm a medic. Not a hacker.
All right then.
So over at the computers, there's just all right, cool. Good news and bad news.
good news.
That's half
Yes.
of my favorite words.
Good news is, there's a ship that we can take. It's over in the hangar bay on S5.
Whose ship?
Luxati's.
I'm in.
That's the bad news.
Wait. No.
He's back.
As in,
Yeah, he just landed. So we should probably go out the front door.
yes.
Yeah.
Let's move.
And Ronan is just out the door that he ripped off, and just like.
I hate to leave friends behind.
we're
Do we know
moving.
where the rest of them are?
Not in a place that they can be got.
Yeah, SD. As far as you're aware, Ilyana and Crack are both with Fluxati.
Yeah.
Um,
We can't get to them.
and you
We
have,
need to
and you also have no information on where any of the other Twilight Knights are.
legit.
Then we escape and regroup for later then.
Yep, I've got an emergency beacon. We can light it up once we get away from here.
Can we find our equipment before we leave?
Please.
Take a good look as we run.
Would I know where their equipment is?
Make me a either a vigilance or a leadership role.
Try that as well because I've been hiding out all
Yeah,
over
you
the
can
place.
for you it'd be a vigilance role.
Div
Just-
2?
Okay.
Yeah, diff 2, both of you.
I'm assuming we wouldn't be able to make that roll.
No.
3.
And Nere's vigilance roll.
No.
Yeah, you've been keeping hidden, Nere's, so you
Yep.
haven't been going out. Esty, yes, you know which armory that their stuff has been kept in. It's actually in it's in the armory on S1, which is on the way.
Yep, this way. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, you very rapidly you navigate your way through.
I take point. I sneak as all fuck and am just keeping my sense active. Like anytime there's somebody coming, we're diverting this way.
Yeah.
and-
Go ahead and give me a general. Everyone, give me a general stealth check.
Josh is regarding.
Mhm.
I'm
Probably
great at
I'll be
Are
back
the
with you.
Not at
people
all.
we are stealthing from immune to force?
No.
The difficulty 2?
Yeah, difficulty 2. You all are going to be. You're all going to be getting a boost die from SD's abilities. So
Oh,
if you've already roll your stealth again with a boost die. SD, you're not
Wait.
getting it because you're giving them the boost die. So
Well, now you tell. Well,
Well,
it doesn't matter. The boost I didn't help me at all, anyways.
yeah, I mean no. I mean
Which-
also those 2 boost die are from your own abilities, aren't they?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
no.
those are my abilities. Wait, what am I giving them?
Which one's the
You're
boost?
giving them all a boost die because you
Blue.
have your senses
Like
and your
blue.
familiarity with
Oh,
the
got
Thank
it.
you.
Got it. Yes.
Okay.
I see what you're saying. Yes,
Yeah,
those
yeah.
are my sleight of mind. This
And-
is my sense.
Yeah.
I have failed.
Oh.
Rousing success.
Okay,
Not
most
as
of
bad
us
as me.
succeeded enough for the both of you, I think.
So each failure subtracts a success from the overall total. So 1, 2, 3, 4 failures. Let's throw into his health as well. Die. He can use it. And some. Three successes and a bunch of advantages. So, overall, more successes and advantages than failures and threats. Plus, SD has a triumph. So, I'll say for the triumph, SD, you're absolutely going to get them to the armory unhindered.
Okay.
With the triumph, you could also, if you wanted, swing by one of the synthetic crystal labs that are in this. That Fluxati has been working on synthesizing lightsaber crystals in a more regular and usable fashion, and
Okay.
has succeeded in successfully synthesizing a number of different types of lightsaber crystals. You know where one is. With that triumph, I'll say you could also swing by there. It would take you a little bit longer to get out of the facility, but you would definitely be able to get to there without getting into trouble.
I will present that as an option to the group.
Anything that can help us down the line is probably useful.
Sweet. All right, let's go.
So you get to the armory, no problem. You get all your stuff. All the equipment that you had previously, you now have again, in addition to the new stuff. You get to the lightsaber crystal factory, to the synthetic lightsaber crystal labs. You are outside the door. You can sense there are people inside the lab.
I'm assuming that they have the ability of security notifications in there.
They do, but there are no weapons allowed in the lab because it's a volatile area. And
Fair.
the guards seem to have been drawn to other locations at the moment because of the alarms.
Okay.
And because of Fluxati's returns. A lot of things are happening at once right now.
Right. We're gonna have some opposition in there. Hopefully they shouldn't go.
Smash
They
and grab.
shouldn't
Take some.
put up
Yeah.
much of a fight if they put up a fight, period.
Let's smash and grab. Take anything useful and leave.
You kick in the door.
Yep.
You kick in the door. Inside, you see there are a couple of Imperial lab techs. Like, these are not soldiers. These are not guards. These are people that are working in the lab with clipboards and scanners and things. And you, boom, kick in the door. They turn, and they are a little confused immediately because they recognize you as someone who has authority. Most of you as someone who has authority. They don't recognize Nereus or Ronan, but there are more of you that have authority than don't,
Right.
as far as they're aware. So it's like, hello.
Back.
They back
We
up.
need things
They immediately back up.
on. Yeah. walk in, and I'm just gonna keep my eyes on them. And you know what? I'll use influence to be intimidating. Is it discipline?
Yeah,
check,
if
blah,
anybody
blah.
seems to be looking to ask questions, Josh will simply interpose that there has been a security breach and we are here to secure what is necessary.
So it is an opposed discipline check against the target.
Right?
I'm going to specifically try and target the leader, whoever the head of this.
One of them
this
has
particular
one of them has
group
like a
is.
badge on his coat.
Yes.
Right? So it's opposed discipline.
Yep.
Oh yeah, how well.
That was exactly what I was hoping for in the
Science.
dark side point, because I'm using fear.
Right, so you're gonna have to flip a light side point to use
Yep.
that.
That's fine. And I take one strain.
Train. Let's have them roll their willpower.
It should be discipline on their part too.
Yeah, discipline, which is a willpower skill.
Oh yes. Yes, it is.
Right. Do you impose any disadvantage on them?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Let me look at the ability specifically.
Do you, as a
Um,
Zeltron, impose any disadvantage on discipline checks for people in general?
No. I get bonuses to certain roles like charm and
They failed.
yeah.
They failed hard.
Scared man who is in charge of the others. And I just walk up to him and I stare at him.
It's just like, whatever you say, my lord.
Correct. And I'm just standing there until
And
everybody
while,
grabs
while,
everything.
while they're doing that, I'm grabbing crystals that I can find.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. You find about 10 synthetic lightsaber crystals.
These are just basic kyber crystals, basically.
No, they're all various different kinds. You're not certain exactly what kind. You have to take a little bit to study their composition to determine exactly what kind of
I
synthetic
grab
crystals.
them and I start moving out.
Yeah, none of you are crystal scientists.
Yeah.
It's you can't go, oh, this is obviously a no, you have no idea. You get 10 crystals of varying different sizes and shapes. All right, so yeah, you have 10 unidentified synthetic lightsaber crystals.
Wait until everybody's
Damn.
exiting. And I just give the guy just a quick wink, and then I turn around and I'm walking out.
You get
Just to
this,
confuse.
yeah, and you immediately get the sense of like, it's this recollection of fear that you get.
Right.
Like a Sith has winked at him before after intimidating him, and he definitely misread the intention behind that wink, and that is what he's remembering right now.
I walk out as the door's shutting. I'm like, sorry for when Flexati sees you.
Just get a sense of water hitting the floor in that room. All right, you head out.
Whatever, he's a monster.
As they're walking away from the crystal lab, Corserath takes the old lightsaber that he had been given from Fluxati and just throws it over his shoulder because he's got his lightsaber back.
All right,
I shoot at it.
you do.
Yep. I don't know what that does, but I
All
shoot
right.
at it. I'm
All right, hang on a second.
yep. Sorry.
Give me just
Oh,
a
no.
flat. Give me just a flat strength roll, Corserath, to see how far away you tossed it when you tossed it casually.
That's basically my athletics. Any difficulty or just
No,
like,
no
just throwing a
difficulty.
thing?
Just throwing a thing.
Whoops! I still had a boost die.
So two-
Ignore one of the ignore
so-
ignore one success and one advantage.
Two
So two
successes
successes.
and two successes and advantage. So I'll say
Yeah.
you throw it 2 range increments away, so it's now at long range from you. And then so.
Oh no, wouldn't that be medium range? Because engaged.
Oh yeah, no,
short,
yes, that'd be medium range. Right, you're right. Shoot it.
Yep.
So you shoot the lightsaber and it
Does
detonates.
this thing have the catastrophic failure modifier?
It does.
Oh God.
Fortunately, you threw it into medium range. And so everything within short range of the lightsaber takes 20 damage with Breach 1 and Vicious 4. So you shoot that lightsaber as it clatters, and there's just a the wall to the crystal lab is gone. As
That
are
was
the two people that were on the other side.
Keep walking.
You take a point of conflict because you just murdered 2 scientists accidentally.
Yep. Fair. Fair.
Corserath looks at the detonation. Nereus, don't do that again. Everyone else discard those lightsabers.
Avazi will toss hers over her shoulder.
3 points for style, -100 for subtlety.
Now those silent alarms have been replaced by loud ones.
Yep. Now we run.
Josh, are you
Can
holding?
I-
Fire suppression.
Can I use move to grab that crystal that's
he
on the
told
ground
Norris.
from where that lightsaber used to be?
What crystal?
The catastrophic failure specifically
It
doesn't
says
destroy
the crystal surrounds.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it does. Yeah, so yeah, there's just a small little barrel ingot, and you get it in your hand. Josh, are you holding onto your lightsaber still?
Hell yeah, he's got a fucking grenade now, man.
All right, cool.
Did Josh know that this was
No.
a feature of his
I
lightsaber?
had no idea that was a feature of your lightsaber.
Oh, okay.
To which point,
Yeah, you don't
Corserath
throw
will
away
to
perfectly good
elaborate why he
dark
said to
side
throw it.
weapons.
Yeah, to elaborate why he said to throw it away. Corserath will say, "That was designed into that lightsaber. You don't just put an explosive charge there. And you know who would have the trigger on that?
Look, yes, thank you.
It will explode.
Throw it
As we are
away."
leaving
The
on our
helmet
ship.
turns to regard Corserath for a moment. Josh steps over to the side, ignites his own lightsaber, punches it through a wall, and then just sort of shunk through the hole.
Into the wall with it.
You know, like he's at the drive-through at the bank.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
Right. So you start running, Ronan leading the way. As Ronan goes, okay, we should leave now. You begin booking it, boots slamming the floor. Eventually, you get to the front door, the exit, which is locked down, understandably. The door that you were more freely passing through earlier is now heavily like blast doors sealed. As Ronan looks at it and goes, I can't rip that off the hinge.
Oh, but combined, we can probably cut through it.
The result then, as 1, 2, 6, 7 lightsabers all go into it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 lightsabers. I have 2
Oh, you've got 2? Oh, right.
because I have my gauntlet Shoto as well.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, he's got the offhand.
You all begin cutting. Eventually, you manage to get a hole through it, and as you do, Ronan reaches into his bag, pulls out something, hits a button, and throws it out, and you just see this beeping red light. And it's just sort of rapidly, like some sort of signal flare, rapidly sending off all right, should be here soon. Let's get the fuck. As he just begins going out through the hole. And as he does, you all feel a presence. This weighty presence in the Force is moving through the building towards presence you're all familiar with. You have all felt many times. Luxati is on his way.
And we're running.
And we're running, and we're running, and we're running. We are still running.
You run. As you get out down the ramp and over over towards there's a long suspension bridge that sort of connects this mountaintop to another mountaintop. You get to that bridge and Ronan continues to run, just continues heading across the bridge. As he does so, you see a ship coming in from the horizon. And then you feel another weight of dark side energy. This one massive still, even more compared to Fluxati's. As you contemplate the enormity of the force that you're feeling and the enormity of the power that must be behind it. It's to compare it to Fluxati, it is as if you are comparing a supernova to asteroid. It is this massive, boiling sea of hatred and bile. And you can feel it approaching from the other side of the planet. Something is coming. Something terrible. And as the ship flies in...
not in this ship that we see.
No, not in the
Okay.
ship. No. The ship flies in, and a boarding ramp just extends without the ship like stopping. Ronan leaps and lands as the ship comes to a halt above the bridge. Turns, grabs onto one of the cylinders that extends the bridge out, and like leans out towards y'all or towards the rest of you. Come on, get up here.
Yep.
Jump.
Nere's is going to be the problem here, so Josh is going to put a hand on Corsorath's shoulder. Can you lift her? Him. Sorry, what are Nere's pronouns again?
Him
They.
and they.
Him, they. Yeah.
Either or.
Hey, right. Can you lift them?
Not really.
Ronan looks down and contemplation. And he calls out, Nere's, do you need a hand?
No, I'm going to try and move myself. I can't really jump well, but I do have a move. Is that big enough for me or not?
You are a size.
You are silhouette 1. Oh, sorry, no, you
Silhouette
are
1?
silhouette. You are silhouette 2. Sorry.
2?
I think people are 2.
I think
Two?
you're right.
Small droids are 1. Like an R2D2 is 1. Zero is like a rock or a lightsaber. 2 is a person. 3 is a
Okay.
speeder. 4 is a
I
starship.
can only do 0. Shit. I'm going to. I don't want to, but I also don't want help. I am.
Oh,
going to
wait, no.
Yeah.
Silhouette 0. Silhouette 1 is TIE fighters and A-Wings.
Oh, is silhouette 0 person?
Wait.
No, that seems wrong.
Sorry, I was looking at something on the internet.
Yeah, that's ship silhouette. Ship silhouettes and people silhouettes are two different scales.
Yep. That was my bad. How dare I think to actually look at something online
Yeah.
of this sort.
It's a small.
I should know better. Yeah, silhouette 1 is person.
I'm going to attempt to use flow to help with this. Well, I jump.
218.
Yeah, no.
Size
Silhouettes
differences,
for
silhouettes.
living things.
Yeah.
Humans are 1.
So 0
Page
Jawas.
219
Yeah, 0 Jawas,
in
Ewoks,
Force
astromech droids, any smaller creatures. 1 humans, etc. 2 dewbacks. 3 crate dragons. 4 bigger creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And then starship scale, which is even.
Yep.
All right, so you're trying to jump. Athletics.
I am going to try and jump. Yep. I'm using ebb or flow. Sorry.
Okay.
So I add a force die here. Difficulty 2.
So flow is just going to let you remove some strain, I believe, isn't it?
If I get enough successes, I can use it to like assist me. I believe, if I'm reading this correctly, which is, not always the case.
So do you
I
have
can-
any of the
yeah.
control upgrades?
Yes, I do. So
Okay.
I can spend a force to add a success.
Okay.
So Yeah, I am going to do it because I need that. All right.
All right.
Because my athletics is shit. Here we go.
There difficulty to this athletics check, or
Yeah, there's 2 difficulty.
Yeah.
Standard difficulty.
Okay. I'm
Two
going
difficulty.
to.
Of course, Wrath, you need to roll for that.
We don't have any destiny. Okay.
I need to do what now?
You actually don't need to roll Course of Wrath because you and Jash have enough horsepower to just jump.
Yeah.
Nereus has to make a roll because Nereus is not designed for jumping. So you don't actually have any light side points to flip to use that right now.
Yep.
So you try to jump, but you can't coordinate your 3 legs well enough to actually jump. There's always one of them on the ground, and you're more like crab hopping
I
than anything
wobble.
else.
Yeah.
Well, this is going on.
yeah, Jash just
Sorry, go ahead.
starts. Yes, Ronan, they need help.
Ronan hanging off. I mean, I'm all about autonomy and stuff, so like, I'm not gonna help somebody if they don't tell me they want me to.
Yeah. SA once is going to try and pull up into the ship and grab. Does this ship have a Magnalock kind of thing?
As you're looking at it, this looks more like it's a stolen pleasure yacht. So it doesn't
Could
really
still
have
something like that.
like it absolutely has like like landing clamps, but it does not have like a scavenger hook or anything like.
Shit.
Of course, Wrath will call out. Nereus, your options are accept help or die. Pick one.
Yes.
He reaches out a hand, and you feel yourself lift. It lifts you up. It's a very it's just sort of like a. It kind of reminds you of Nibishuza a little bit. It's this very gentle wrapping force energy that encompasses you and lifts you up into the ship. So as the rest of you jump up and get in, and he swings himself inside and the thing closes, the ship turns and takes off. You see that there are a number of droids on the ship that are just sort of like operating the various aspects of it, and a dark helmeted figure in the pilot's cabin. You all still feel that presence approaching from the other side of the planet as the ship turns and starts aiming at the disengaging route. If you go see what's happening outside.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
100%.
No.
So those of you that do, you go look and you see the horizon of the planet. And you watch. And it kind of looks like a shadow is rippling very quickly across the planet. As you look a little bit closer, you see it's not a shadow. The trees, the rocks, and everything that has life is blackening to ash rapidly. You watch as this oncoming wave of darkness hits a patch of verdant green earth, and the grass wilts immediately. The trees dry up and brittle and crumble. Mountains begin to shatter and fall apart as if eons of erosion were happening all at once. As this wave crosses the planet. And in the clouds above it, you can almost make out a face. This image in the clouds of some presence watching as the shadow ripples across the planet. And as it gets closer and closer, you all feel like you need to scream, but can't open your mouth to do so as this dark pressure approaches. And then light begins to twist and stretch and string, and the ship has taken off to light. And you can all breathe again.
Fucking drink.
There's a sound approaching. You catch a bottle.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I have no idea what that was.
Don't know. Don't want to know. Don't want to think about. Well, want to know eventually. Don't want to know right now. Don't want to think about it right now.
Can Josh make like a lore check to see if he has any idea or something
Sure.
of what that is, or is that just completely outside his scope?
Difficulty 6.
Okay.
Outside of his scope, then you could have just said that.
There's always a chance.
There's always a chance. Well, one threat, no successes, no failures. Ignore the 2 light side points; they don't count.
You have no con. A voice from the cockpit goes over the intercom. Well, it's a good thing we got away as we did. You hear the synthesized voice of the Black Pyramid. The doors to the
What was
cockpit.
that?
Doors of the cockpit opens. The dark-clad figure steps out of the room. There's a reach up and and the helmet comes off. And you see several of you, those of you that have never seen, actually none of you have seen this face before. You're all taking did he take his helmet off for you? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
with the 2 of us.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
For those of you that haven't, it looks dead ass like Nibishuza, but with slightly longer disheveled hair and 5 o'clock shadow. Like it looks like if the Twilight Exarch had been been on a bender for the weekend, kind of is what it looks like. It's like needs to shave, disheveled hair, but other than that, identical.
The Dalai Lama after spring break.
Whereas Nibishuza prided himself on very meticulous grooming, this one doesn't seem to care. Well, we had reports saying that the Emperor was coming to visit Zeos.
That's who that was then.
Oh, fuck me.
Not sure what all you felt, but there was some weird shit happening on the sensors, so I figured we should jump sooner.
Good call.
Emperor.
What was that, Mara?
The Emperor. Yuri's just says that.
Yeah, the Emperor. Sith Emperor.
Hi! Yuri goes into a shutdown cycle.
Hi!
Indeed. Where are we headed?
Thank you for the rescue, Father.
No problem.
Right. I'm gonna put a pin in that.
Right now, we're heading to neutral space. Hut. We're heading to Nar Shaddaa.
How long were we there?
You all have been 6 months.
Yep.
Since the last time we saw each other.
In a while.
There's no more Twilight Order. You are, as far as I'm aware, the only people left with that affiliation.
Turns towards the person with the bottle, and you are.
I'm Misty. I'm long story, but here to help.
Was that a question?
They're my inside man, figuratively. They got us the They got us the intel.
Excellent. Thank you, both of you, all 3 of you.
No problem. I'm just
what I
gonna
can.
drink myself into a coma now, Ronan says as he walks into a different room.
Need to get out of this abomination, Corsorath says, indicating to the pain harness.
I agree.
Well, I'm sure there's a cabin that the two of you can use.
Not a big ship, but find a room.
Get a room.
Heads
I was
back
gonna
over.
say, yeah, that is Josh's version of get a room then.
But this is a very well laid out ship. You all notice it's on the exterior it was sort of a smooth, sort of triangle of silver with like very sleek lines and plating. Definitely Imperial design, what you can tell. Like Imperial control, probably Imperial controlled Corellian design specifically. With it's got several rooms in the back. It's got about 8 rooms in a storage area. With a large sort of hollow projector console room in the middle, a stocked bar, which is where Ronan is currently at, leaning against the bar, drinking from a bottle straight. Couple and sort of a lounge area as well, and then this sort of the bridge is up front at sort of the nose of the triangle. Sweeps up to it, and it basically immediately just opens out into lounge area, kind of, which is where you all are standing right now.
Do we know what happened to the Shio?
Not good things, I'll tell you that.
They managed to make a partial hyperspace jump after the ambush. I say partial because only half the ship left.
Not the Aeon Cutter, the Shio.
Oh,
our
sorry,
ship.
the Shio. Yeah. What happened to the Shio?
Still not good things, I assume.
As to you would know, it was shipped off world.
Yeah.
It's last you heard it was heading to Korriban.
Which is a very nice place this time
Going
of
to
year, from what I
Sithland.
understand.
Need to get a new ship then.
I mean, we could go steal that one back, but that'd be a lot of hassle, and I'm sure you guys are partial to your ship, but
Korriban is too close to family.
fair. Fine, we can get a ship.
On Nar Shaddaa, you can get anything.
Hardly the first time that I've stolen a ship.
True.
I have
If we're
many
looking for
questions.
something, I thought you were shut down.
Oh, I don't know if I've rebooted. It's like a reboot cycle. I don't
Yeah,
know
Oh,
if
okay,
I'm
you're
in-
just power cycling. Okay.
You can
Yeah.
have rebooted up by now. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's just the I have many questions is preceded by I have many questions.
I have many answers. I hope they match.
All right.
Good.
Well, while our commanders change, let's see what we can compile.
Yes, I need to get out of this. Corsorath goes to find a room with Avazia to get out of the pain armor and into their regular outfits.
Also, Este, you now have like a really neat scar right here. Like from shoulder down, chest down to out your hip. Like it's healed and not bleeding, but that scar is gonna be there.
Yep. Also, I'm definitely going to need a new outfit.
As Avazia changes, she's going to check her body for any scars or marks.
You have dozens of more scars than you remember having previously.
Okay.
Most of them
from the pain harness.
most of them from the pain harness, but there are also others. As you sort of check your body, you've got 2 long, like burn scars down your back from shoulder to hip. One from right shoulder to left hip, one left shoulder to right hip. Corsorath also many new scars from the pain harness. Also 1 burn scar going from your left hip down to your left ankle.
Now, getting out of a pain harness, is that something you can just do voluntarily, or is that something that has to be done from the outside?
You can do it yourself. It'll hurt. But it's easier if you have somebody else to help you.
Which I'm assuming the two of them help each other
Yeah.
out of the
Yes.
harnesses.
Yeah.
You can get out of it yourself. It's just more difficult.
Right. And are you naked underneath, or does it go like over clothes?
No, it's in flesh underneath.
Okay.
Why would you put
the
clothes
better to
between
hurt
you
you
and the
with.
razor blades?
Right.
It's fair. Anyway, Josh will hang out in his for the moment then.
I am a medic. I'm gonna go stand in a corner so then no one can sneak up on me. That's what I'm doing.
I like that at the moment, Nere's answers to everything is not even questions, just statements. I am a medic. Tink.
Yep. They're decompressing.
What questions did you have, Neres?
Who are you? Not you. You. Turn and look at Esty.
The short version of that answer, of that question, is somebody who was an agent of Fluxati's, who decided that their soul was more important.
Right. Congratulations on your soul.
Sorry, I missed most of that.
Oh, right. Congratulations on your soul.
That's fair.
Nice to
Three-
meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you too. So you were with all the, where have you been? Because I haven't seen you around the base at all. Just
Hiding?
curious. You're good at it.
No, I
If
am
you-
not.
Sweetie, you managed to, near as I can tell, avoid everybody there for a good long while.
Yes.
People there, their job is to notice things like you. They're highly trained at it. You did a real good job. Just saying.
I do not have any more questions.
Sweet. Good to know.
All right. Well, at the risk of something untoward, I may need someone's help to get out of this.
Twist my arm, why don't you?
And Josh very rarely looks slightly surprised, even a little bit. There's definitely a sort of, there's a reaction to that, we'll say.
Okay.
John, I'm having trouble finding the line specifically, but armor that you're wearing has its encumbrance reduced by an amount. I can't remember how much.
1, I think.
Yeah, reduced by 1.
Yeah.
Very well. And Josh
Yep.
just goes to the closest room.
Okay. Yeah, I will help.
And help him get out.
Reduced by 3.
Oh yeah, yeah. When Warren,
Oh,
when
reduced by
Warren armor's
3, even better.
encumbrance rating is reduced by 3 points on page 178.
Does Josh have any new scars?
Absolutely, lots of new
Yeah.
scars, and lots of new scars from the pain armor itself.
Mhm.
And also, you notice, Asti, as you're helping, that there is one long burn scar that starts on the side of the neck, goes over and down the shoulder, and then across to the left hip and down the left leg. So it starts at the right. It starts at the right neck, basically, like
Mhm.
right collarbone. Goes
Right.
back around and then down and ends down the left leg.
She'll just very lightly touch it, like on the shoulders. Like, do you want to talk about that?
Do I have any remembrance of it?
No.
Does it look like a lightsaber scar, or more like a light whip scar, or
Esty, if you had to gauge, you would imagine not a lightsaber or a light whip, more like a soldering iron or something. Like this looks like a welding trail more.
Mhm.
We should do this on all of you. And me too. More you guys, but we should definitely do a medical scan. I don't want to scare you, but there might be things. You might have some tracking devices and less pleasant things implanted, yes. And the sooner we get that shit out, the better.
Josh will just tie something around his waist and go back out and confront Nerys then.
Oh, Nerys, a mostly naked Chiss approaches you.
Okay, Nerys is sitting there, has been trying to calm down now that people have left them alone.
And just as you're almost calm.
Yeah, almost calm. There he's holding a lightsaber crystal. It's like light blue colored.
Nerys.
Hello. Very quickly puts it away. Yes. What?
Are your medical tools still functional, intact?
Yes. Opens chest.
Right.
Pulls out entire medical kit.
Ting, tung, tung, ting.
Can you scan for implants, trackers, foreign items?
Probably gonna need you to do this to all of us.
I assume that's part of the equipment I can do.
Yeah,
Or-
yeah. You can so go ahead and make a medicine check.
Yes.
Difficulty 1,
Okay.
plus all your bonuses.
Oh boy. Well, my bonuses only help with healing, really, but it's better.
They help. We'll say they'll help with medicine rolls in general. This isn't necessarily a
Okay.
healing one, but
Cool. Let me do this. Do. Oh God.
so lots of advantages. You begin this. You
do.
begin the medical scan.
Oh, I do get, if it's medicine and I have all of my combat things, I get like some automatic successes.
Okay.
If it matters how many, I can calculate it out real quick.
Yeah. What provides you the successes, and what do they say they provide?
Surgeon and physician give me automatic healing. The medical kit gives me an automatic success, I believe. Let me double check.
Is it automatic successes or automatic advantage?
Physician's kit to do automatic advantage to successful medicine checks.
Yeah. So you've already got the automatic advantage in there.
Oh, that's right. It's not an automatic success. Yep.
Yeah.
So no
So,
success.
no successes, but plenty of advantages.
Yep.
Sans 1 for the thing. So you begin scanning. You're not going to be able to determine exactly what they are because you don't get any successes, but your initial scans do indicate the presence of foreign materials in Josh. There is something implanted in him.
Yes, there is something here. I do not know what. There is something here.
I'll have to fix that as soon as we can.
We will have to find you some proper facilities for more accurate diagnosis and removal then.
From the bar, Ronan goes, "Well, I mean, there is a med bay," he says, pointing towards one of the rooms. that's on the back end of the ship.
Ah, thank you. This way. Nerys is like, this is helping. I have a
Okay.
job now. This is great.
Therapeutic.
Yeah.
So,
SD follows.
as Nerys heads into the medbay, as Avasi and Corsorati sort of look over their scars, and as Jash learns that there is something inside him, don't know what just yet, and as this ship heads towards Nar Shaddaa, that's where we're going to end this week. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.